Yes, we are here. We are Nick's Pub Quizzing, and you will notice that the set has slightly changed. Not just because Made.com have gone under and I can't afford to sit in my lovely blue chair anymore, but because we are live from New York. Applause! Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What an unbelievably special and brilliant moment this is. Whenever I watched anything growing up, they take the special over to New York. It always had that sort of slightly Vaseline smeared look from the American cameras. So I don't know whether we need to sort of do that at some point for you to truly believe that I am now stateside. But hello, everybody. I can see everybody's tuning in on the chat. We've got over 80 of you. Vicky and Rob say, Texas, is this your place? It is. They're secretly over there. I might allow you a little glimpse in a bit. But in the meantime, so cool to be back with you all. Let's say hello to a few people. Kat says, hi, everybody. Gillian Nichols is checking in. Sunday morning in Tomorrowland. That's fantastic. Too boldly go in our camper van. That's Team Rainbow Nottingham. Fully in the festive spirit wherever they are. Polly Penta says, hello, everybody. Claire Vargas there. Black Swan, as we said. Vicky and Rob. And have we got, I think JK and Kate here as well. I'm glad to see that Texas has posted the music in here as well, which is good. No tradition dying there. Evening, everyone. Great to be here. Nick's Narnias are here. Hello, James, as well. Yes. Beth says hi. The Gradiators from Cambridge are in. Biendley and Muesli send us hugs from a freezing Switzerland. Flavia says ho. Says ho? No, doesn't say that. That would be something else entirely. E.L. James is with us. Hello, nice to have you here. Well, what a brilliant opportunity this is to check in with you all. I hope you've all been well. It has been a very long time since we have been here doing this, hasn't it? But I hope you have all been brilliant, whatever you have been up to. And we are here for a very special Stateside Nick's Pub Quiz. I know it is a little bit later where you are, but maybe that's just the conceit of doing it stateside for our friends here in New York City, baby. Loads of you say, Team Carol Baskin are there. Chrissy Hart says, Nicky Noodle is back. Not sure that's a nickname I'm quite too keen to uphold, but sure. Chris Catchpole says, great to be back. Hi, Nick from the Froome Boy 3. Epsom Donkey in the house. And the Queen of Tooting is here, ladies and gentlemen. Jenny Mitten is on. Evening, Jen. Jeff Mitchell, hi from Liz. Without Jeff, he's out on the Christmas lash. It's the time of year for it. Jeff, hello from the Outlaws in Letchworth. There they are. They're on board, the in-laws. Son, just out of shot over there, my beautiful assistant. So, welcome one, welcome all. There is, of course, the slimmest possibility that there are some new people here who follow the link on social. If you are, welcome to Nick's Pub Quiz. We will do about 30 questions. We'll do 15, then we'll have a little break. We'll go over the answers. Then we will do the second 15, and that will be that. I might get a little cocktail halfway through, and that will be our Saturday night, really. Then we might go off on the town here, and I assume all of you have got some enormous nights of clubbing to do as well. Vicky and Rob suggesting this is the start of a world tour. Well, you know, open your lounge and drop me a line. Let me know where you'd like to pay me to fly to. That would be excellent. You may have noticed that we have our own interpretation of Gay Goose here, which is New Yorkian wooden chicken. I haven't come up with a better name yet, but yeah, excellent. Lovely to have a hard cock behind me anyway. Alec Meadows is there, shouting Oslo already. Becky and Andy are in. Gillian says, always welcome in New Zealand. Excellent, looking forward to that. Will the cocktail hand be Tom or Texas, I wonder, asks Team Carol Baskin. I mean, there are some traditions that can't be broken, or can they? I mean, we had my two beautiful assistants some time ago, didn't we? Anyway, welcome one, welcome all. No donations tonight, no need. I've flown to America. I'm doing all right, thanks. But if you choose to, that's up to you. The details are all still the same. Can we send you to Narnia? People are asking. Good. I love all of those, incidentally, who are in the Wicked Wednesday group chat and the various references to Narnia that there have been in popular culture, on telly, on radio, wherever it's been. You've been letting us know about Narnia turning up wherever it's been. So that's been great. Mrs. Johnson says, come to France, cheap flights to the Holy Land of Lourdes. My dad used to go to Lourdes on pilgrimages. Yeah, he did. What a good Catholic boy. Vicky Ross says, our lounge probably wouldn't count as a world tour. Tooting tour, perhaps. Well, I mean, Jenny Mitten. If we can pull her away from being in Unwind, then I'm sure she would love to host us too. Come to Chicago, says Stephanie. Did you bring your Narnia bag? I didn't bring it. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. My beautiful assistant, Caroline, is in the building, everybody. Woo! Caroline, I think, is busy, is otherwise engaged tonight. As we said, it's the season for it, but she did promise she would drop in. Hi, hope you're all right. And Dirk says, come to our island, our little island outside Stockholm. I mean, this is all turning out rather well, isn't it? So Steph says, the teapots are awesome, team. That's gone down very well, very well. There are quite a few. Shall I give you a little extra clip? Look. And if you were sort of wondering, do Texas and Rob live in an amazingly gorgeous place? Yes, we're very lucky to be here. I might give you a glimpse of them over there. The crudités are out and everything. Anyway, where are my manners? Cheers, everybody. Welcome back. Got a little bit of a... Quite the margarita on the go there. We've come over here. We went to Boston a few days ago. We had a lovely time up there. Salute to E.L. James. And we met up with a couple of people up there. Met Devin Ibanez, who was the MLR, Major League Rugby's first out professional gay rugby player. So Devin and I have met online a couple of times, but not in that sense. So we went for dinner. It was really, really nice to hang out. We also gave him some of our Pride in Touch stash, so that was nice. Caroline, I'm a bit drunk at the PTA Christmas dinner, so I can't really hear, but I couldn't miss it. Great. Excellent. Keep that up. It's just lovely to have you here. Maria Sam says, Boston, my second home. Good. Excellent. So what we will do, as I said, is our 30 questions. We'll kind of get straight in. I say straight into it. It's been 7 minutes of me rambling on. Of course, you can put your team names at the top, whatever you'd like them to be. Many of you have got pre-existing names. The Sinclairs from Newcastle, say Slauncher. Nick, don't get drunk and knock over those teapots. I will do my best. The Slauncher is relevant for those that might have spotted me sharing on my social channels that I've now got an Irish passport. Yeah, welcome back to Europe. That was big news in my house recently. There we go, someone saying hi from Northern Ireland. Lovely, we're all friends. Make sure you've got your team name at the top. We will go through the answers. You can swap them with the dog, someone else who's nearby. The Fearsome Foursome, who are now 6 of us, Erica. That is very good work. Excellent. And you'll put the answers down on a bit of paper, maybe in your phone, although that's cheating when it comes around to the spelling bee and you're doing predictive text. But otherwise, that's where all your answers go when we mark them then. We don't put the answers in the chat, do we? And we've got a little song about that, don't we? Don't put your answers in the chat or you're a bit of a twat. It's next pub quiz. Yes, good, excellent. Glad everybody is up to speed with how that's going to work. Right, so are we all ready? News to come, in case any of you have missed it, of a Christmas Next Pub Quiz, which we will be doing. I think we're probably all rock and roll ready to go. Sherry says, hello from Kitchener, Ontario. So excited for a Next Pub Quiz. Mrs. Johnson, we've missed you so much. Mwah. It's amazing to be back, and I'm amazed how smoothly it's going so far. So let's just hope all the teapots don't fall down in some Frank Drebin-style police squad disaster. Karen says, did you see Will and Kate in Boston? They came to the Boston Celtics game that we went to watch, so they were following us around. We can't get rid of them. Oh, you've just reminded me. Yes, of course, before we start the quiz, we have to do the Next Pub Quiz selfie. So if you're watching on your laptop, if you're watching on your smartphone, whatever it might be, gather round it. I shall pull a pose and then we can have... But do you know what? I'm not the only person in the room here. So maybe if any of the other people who are in the room want to gather round the TV behind me and you can take a picture with all of us, then maybe we could do the biggest selfie we've ever had. So pile in, make sure you can get seen behind me. There we go. Here's Texas, everybody! Woo! This is my friend Jen. Everybody's coming in. Guests here this evening. Come on in, Mark. There we go. Everybody crowd in. Right, so are we ready for the best selfie ever? Come on, Rob. He's just in at the top there. And here's the hand, obviously, as you would expect. So pile in. Everybody get in your picture, because if you've not done one for a while, this is the one we want to see, and you can put it on your socials. Hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1... Good, I think it was a good one. I think we did well. Thank you, everybody. Well done. And we look forward to seeing those a little bit later. Mitzi says, hi, Tom. Hi, Texas. Hi, all. There we are. Good. Oh, I slurped my way through that, didn't I? All right. Now then, I'm very much enjoying my new chair. I'm just going to bring the tray in a bit. There we go. This is nice. Jane says, so fun to be on the same side of the pond with you. Well, thank you. And, yeah. Someone said a shirt was camouflaged in the print behind us, I think. Maybe that was Mark. Excellent. Best selfie ever. Well done. And Susan Jackman's with us as well. Lovely to have you here. Over 120 of you with us this evening. And with a few in the room as well, we're probably pushing 130. All right. I think it's time to probably start the quiz. Should we do it? Eyes down for a full house and all that? All right then, eyes down for a full house. Let's have our first question. Question number 1. There might be a few themed of the area. New York is known as what? A, the Big Apple, B, the Big Easy, or C, the Big Smoke? Yeah, well, we want to start things nice and easy, don't we? So, New York is known as what? The Big Apple, the Big Easy, or the Big Smoke? Good. Didn't want to come back and make it too challenging. Oh, look, I'm using my iPad. It's giving me some slightly under-jowl glare. Maybe I can try and make that less offensive. I could just turn the brightness down, couldn't I? Yes, all right, I heard you. All right, question number 2. What does the average American, none of those in this room, what does the average American do apparently 22 times a day? What does the average American do 22 times a day? Think domestically. There's a little hint. I did try to look this up and verify it. I found it on a number of sites going back for about the last 10, 15 years, but no one's citing the original source. I don't care, it's my quiz, I've asked you the question. That's how that works. Let me just bring that down a little bit. There we are. Marvellous. Caroline's got to sign off. Hopefully we can all help each other with the questions. Love you all. And to you, Caroline, thank you very much. Yeah, if anyone would like to step in and be our beautiful assistant in repeating a few questions in the chat for anyone who misses them, then please nominate and someone can take up the job. Oh, I've nearly done something horrible to someone there. Rocky's with us. Hello, Rocky. Lovely to see you, mate. All right, question number 3. Someone's suggesting check Twitter 22 times a day. Worryingly, I probably do it more than that, but anyway. Question number 3. In what year did the political protest, the Boston Tea Party, take place? I told you we'd been to Boston. Yeah, done some history, haven't we? Multiple choice for you here. So, is it A, 1663, B, 1773, or C, 1883? So, in which year did the political protest, the Boston Tea Party, take place? A, 1663, B, 1773, or C, 1883? We got to Boston, we were like, what should we do? Oh, there's a thing called the Freedom Trail. Oh, this is American history that we didn't know. Good. So we've learned some things. But that was handy. Where are we? Oh, yes. Good. Right, 1 in 3 chance there. And a stab. Good. We'll crack on. Question 4. Which women's football team are the current European champions? That is, which women's football team are the current European champions? There's some good whispering going on over here. Ah, my beautiful assistant is doubling his roles by actually putting the questions in the chat as well. Yeah. Excuse me, just some admin going on here. All right, that was question 4. Which women's football team are the current European champions? Question 5. To one decimal place, how many kilometres are there in 1 mile? So that's to one decimal place. How many kilometres are there in 1 mile? Now, I love this. Robin has said, just been watching one of your previous quizzes from 2020. Took me 12 minutes to realise it wasn't the live one. That's excellent. Good. Well done, everybody. Jenny's pleased we had a women's football question in, of course. So that was question 5. To one decimal place, how many kilometres are there in 1 mile? You can probably talk a little louder. Well, I don't know. I mean, you don't want to give things away. I don't want to hear your reasoning, do we? Hi, Maria. All right, question number 6. Listen carefully to this one. It's sort of a long question, but you'll get the idea. Boston Airport, the leading figure in the Roy family in the TV series Succession, played by Brian Cox, and Gabby, a BBC TV sports presenter. What 5-letter name did they all have in common? So, Boston Airport, the leading figure in the Roy family in Succession, played by Brian Cox, and Gabby, a BBC TV sports presenter. What 5-letter name do they all have in common? I quite like that style of question. I might do a few more of those for Christmas. Yes, Caroline, yes, good. James says, nice question. Thanks. I thought so too. Yeah, good. We saw James and Kate. We went to the theatre. We went to see Back to the Future. Oh, it's good. It's fun. The way they make the car look like it's moving around on the stage is insane and brilliant. If you haven't seen it, go. It is a lot of fun. Doesn't take itself too seriously. It's really cool. Steady. Right, that was question number 6. Question number 7. Once Prince Charles took to the throne to become King Charles, his partner Camilla became known as which 2-word title? And it's not my wife. So that is question 7. Once Prince Charles became King Charles, his partner Camilla became known as what 2-word title? Matthew was asking European champions, club or country. That's a fair question, actually. I meant, where's me? Yeah, international. International. Indoors. Yes, exactly, Gillian.
What was the last bit of the question?
Once Prince Charles took the throne to become King Charles, his partner Camilla became known as which 2-word title? Which is not one of them. Don't be unkind. That's a very nice margarita. It's quite strong. Marvellous. We might be going to some form of club later called the House of Yes. Ooh, I'm 43. Right. Question number 8, shall we? Question number 8. Argentina's men's rugby team are known by which nickname? Is it A, the Wolves, B, the Condors, or C, the Pumas? Someone asking how long we're in New York for. Are you gonna rob our flat? Is that what that question is? Till early next week. So that was question 8. Argentina's men's rugby team are known by which nickname? The Wolves, the Condors, or the Pumas? Had the good fortune of commentating on them twice this November. Just gone, it's December now. That's question number 8. Mitzi asking if we've seen Hamilton. I saw it this summer. We watched it on the kind of where you can watch shows on TV through National Theatre Live, and it was cool. You spotted the watch straps. Yeah, why not? Gotta do it, you know. with everything going on in Qatar and everything else like that, a little bit of rainbow turning up in a few extra places is all right by me. All right, that was question 8. Hopefully you got an answer for that one. Question number 9. Here's a little one for you. I want you to name 3 members of the legendary British comedy group Monty Python. You'll get a point for each one. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I'd like you to name 3 of them. So 3 members of the legendary British comedy troupe Monty Python. Can you name 3 there? Mitzi's asking for a clue. I'm not sure to which question. I mean, if you don't know any of them, then you know. Stephanie says we saw one of them live in concert a few years ago here in Chicago. Nice. One has the same initials. I'm now looking through them going, do they? Not entirely sure. Anyway. All right, 3 members of Monty Python then. Got them all, says Polly. I love them. Well, everyone loves a show off. Good. All right, had a good stab at that. Okay, question 10 before we get into some faves of Nick's pub quiz. Right, question 10. Which psychologist performed a famous experiment involving a dog and a bell? Just need the surname here. Just need the surname. That's which psychologist performed a famous experiment involving a dog and a bell. This is mad we're doing this, isn't it? Fab. 140 of you on a Saturday night at 10 o'clock. Magic. Absolutely magic. All right, that was question 10. Now, I've got 5 questions for you before our little break that are film opposites. We like these. Thought I'd bring a few back. I can't remember if we've done them before. It's been so long, so you might just have repeats. But none of them should be too challenging. So film opposites, I'll go through them 11 to 15. You can note them down. You'll get them probably fairly quickly, I would hope. So I will say words. They will sound like a title. The opposite is what I'm after. Hopefully that makes sense. So the first one, number 11, Ugly in Black. Ugly in Black. Yeah, I think they've got it in the room. They've got it in the room. Question 12, You Human. You Human. Great noises from Jen there. Great. That was the noise you make when someone else gets the answer and then you understand the reasoning and you really approve of it. That's what that was. Question 12, You Human on our film opposites. Question 13, It's a Horrible Death. It's a Horrible Death. Just it's going to make you think of that film in a completely different way, but hey, it's Christmas. It's a Horrible Death. Question 13. Question 14, Live Easy. Live Easy. It's a nice one, isn't it? Live Easy. And it is a Christmas film. Not even a debate. And question 15, Big Mr. Rain. Big Mr. Rain. There was a lot of rain in New York today. So your film opposites, just to recap, 11 was Ugly in Black, 12 was You Human, 13, It's a Horrible Death, 14, Live Easy, and 15, Big Mr. Rain. So, that's your first half of our ever so slightly shortened, live from New York, Nick's Pub Quiz! There we go. There we go. The first half done and dusted. Make sure that you have got your answers at the top. Swap them with the dog, the hamster, your neighbours, or nobody, because we're marking them ourselves, obviously, as ever. I hope that was a sort of fairly friendly first half. Yes. And it may well stay that way, because I've missed you all. And it's lovely to be back.
1 to 3.
One.
So I can add them to the chat.
1 to 3. We'll just go. We go over 1 to 3, so they're in the chat. So 1 was New York is known as what? The Big Apple, the Big Easy, or the Big Smoke? New York is no. I mean, there's no point putting that in the chat. It's probably the easiest question of the night. Just put the answers in. New York is known as what? Yeah. I like that. Oh, bless you, the Sinclairs. Thank you very much. Good to be back doing this. It is, isn't it? I mean, it's amazing here doing it from New York. It's insane. Yeah, fabulous. Question 2 was, what does the average American do 22 times a day? Keep it clean. And question 3 was, in which year did the Boston Tea Party happen? 1663, 1773, or 1883? Very few people are asking for the questions to be repeated, so I think we're probably good to go over the answers. So I'm going to have a little swiggle of my margarita. Cheers again, everybody. Cheers. Oh, it's my birthday tomorrow. Shh. La, 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 la. Oh, that'll do. Right. Let's go over the answers then of your first half of our Live from New York Nick's Pub quiz. Question number 1. New York is known as the Big Apple. Apple. Good. So 22 again. Yes, I am. Absolutely. Thank you very much. E.L. James says, happy birthday for tomorrow. Thanks. Oh, now all the birthday messages are coming in. What have I started? Oh, as if I didn't know. Very kind. Sure, we'll do the answers and then we can have another chat. Question number 2. What does the average American do 22 times a day? Apparently it's check the fridge. Check the fridge is the answer. If you got that, well done, because I wouldn't have got that probably. Question number 3, in what year did the Boston Tea Party take place? Americans in the room? 1773. They have kept their passports and identities. It's all going to be okay. 1773. So they will mark 250 years next year. I'm sure there'll be a firework or two. Question number 4. The women's football team that are the international European champions, as someone wanted a clarification. England or the Lionesses is the answer. Jenny said we had to make a snack. Yes, we have to make snack. Yes, we do. Good. And Kay's in. Kay's just tuned in. She's back from the Wickham Swan. How lovely. Was that A, B, or C, Team Carol Baskin? It was B, 1773 for question 3. So England, the Lionesses, were the winning answer for number 4. Number 5, to one decimal place, how many kilometres are there in 1 mile? 1.6. 1.6 is the answer. Cheers in the room here. Question 6, Boston Logan Airport. Logan Roy is the character played by Brian Cox in Succession, and Gabby Logan is the BBC TV sports presenter. So Logan was the answer. Rocky Clark, England's second most capped women's rugby player, has just replied that she got the answer of the fridge right. What a surprise from a prop. Excellent. For those that don't know rugby, props are the big people that eat a lot. So lovely, Rocky, love that. Right, where are we? Question 7. Prince Charles is now, of course, King Charles, and Camilla is known as Queen Consort. The Queen Consort was the answer I wanted for that one. I'm not sure that got a point in the room. Question 8. The Pumas are what Argentina's rugby men's team are known as. It's the Pumas. That was answer number C, letter C. C, the Pumas. Yeah, am I fangirling now? Rocky here. Rocky Clark is here. She is. She's right here. Then question number 9. Any 3 members of Monty Python. So you could have had, you'll get a point for each of these, don't forget. So you could have had any one of Graham Chapman, Eric Idle, John Cleese, Michael Palin, Terry Gilliam, and Terry Jones. So I'll read those again. Graham Chapman, Eric Idle, John Cleese, Michael Palin, Terry Gilliam, and Terry Jones. Just 3 points. If you got more than that, just have a very smug pat on the back. Well done. Okay, question 10. Which psychologist performed a famous experiment involving a dog and a bell? It was Pavlov, of course, Pavlov's dog. That was well known. Now we move on to the film opposites. Hopefully these are not too taxing and a bit of fun too. Maybe you made the same very approving noise my friend Jen did. So Ugly in Black was... Pretty in Pink. Good. You Human? I, Robot. Excellent. It's a horrible death. It's a wonderful life. Live Easy, Die Hard, of course. And Big Mr. Rain, I like that one. Little Miss Sunshine. So those were your 5 film opposites. Pretty in Pink for 11, I, Robot 12, It's a Wonderful Life 13, Die Hard was 14, and Big Mr. Rain was Little Miss Sunshine. Let's see your scores. Oh, that's the wrong thing, isn't it? Shall I play that one instead? Yeah, let's do that. Little Miss Snow, Mitzi, not quite. Very good. 13 out of 17 for Nicole, and a 13 for Stephanie. A 14 from the Sinclairs. Team JK, 15 out of 17. Alec, a 14. Gillian, a 16. Team Carol Baskin, a 13. 29 out of 30 for the Bronnies. Excellent work. I don't know what quiz you're playing. 15 for the Nashville Rians. Team Hell's Kitchen, near the kitchen, with 15. Sherry with a 15. On fire today, Rob and Vicky, 16. I love it. Are the kids in bed? Is the beer flowing? I'm sure it is. Personal best for Julianne with a 16. Joe Goscombe, hey Joe, you're here with a 16. Black Swan 17. Mrs. Johnson 13. E.L. James with a 17. 15 for Artificial Intelligence. Is that a new team name, Jenny? Love it. Claire Varga with a 17 out of 17. That's what we're talking about. Cottage Core 14. Pam O'Grady 17. Andrea Fisher 15. 13 for the PW crew. Nick's Narnias with a 16. Team Rainbow Nottingham 16. 14 Newton's Roadies 14. Left Coast Rolands 15 for the Donkeys. Let's Get Quizzical 12. 16 for Richardson and Griffiths. Maria says 1 wrong. Just couldn't be bothered to add up the title there. That'll be 16. Susan Jackman with an 11. Excuse me. Rusty, 13, on holiday in Wittering with CJ. That's nice, while I am wittering along. 11 for Andy and Becky. 14 and a bit for the Swedes. Helen said something but has retracted that message. What's our name again with 17? Black Swan have gone with a 16. There was a miscount. Oh, I'm in the country where they like going on about that, or just one idiot does. You sound like you're auctioneering. Yep, doing my best. Doing my best. Everybody likes their score shouted out, don't they? Oh, I'll have just a little breath there and a drink. Cheers again, everybody. Oh, isn't this lovely to be back doing this? And when you are regrouping over the festive period... sorry, I cheers and I didn't drink. Bad form. Oh, lovely. Nick's Narnia's got caught with question 2. We said climbing stairs. Oh, yeah, nice idea. But wrong. Yeah, when you are gathering around with those close to you, or perhaps you're messaging some other households while you're together and going, come on then, let's take you on. We will do a festive Nick's Pub quiz on Friday the 23rd of December. We would love to hear from you then. Cheers from Didderson's daughter. We hope you're doing well, Susan. Yeah, we'd love to have you join again then. That's when we're going to be back. So yeah, Friday the 23rd of December, normal time of 8 o'clock. I will probably be at the Outlaws up in Letchworth. So we would love you to join us then. And we'll have some more silly bits and pieces and some of those questions that we like so much. So, oh, it was almost a bit early. Maybe I shall just finish my drink. I don't know what's going to happen next. The Cheshires and Dukes have joined forces tonight. Love it, Jenny, because you can go around each other's houses now. I say that like lockdown has just lifted. But Stephanie, red shirt. She's going to be waiting downstairs to actually identify my beautiful assistant. Right, 1 second. Anyway, do you want to say hi to Tom, everybody? Because he's here. Come on then. Oh. That is cold. And would you like? I think there could be a second hand coming in. Who's that? Who was that? There's another one. Now, this is a great opportunity for me. We had Erica there said hi to Tom. You may want to say hi to our host with the most, Texas, and his partner Rob, who have hosted us here so incredibly beautifully. Yeah, I think it's. Sorry, I might need to interrupt here. I think I've got a half-time cocktail coming in. And where are we, ladies and gents? I mean, it's in the quiz book already, but it felt only appropriate to have a Manhattan in Manhattan. Oh, absolutely incredible. Look at that. Thank you very much, team. Delivered by my beautiful assistant from London and my new beautiful assistant from Hell's Kitchen. Thank you both. There we go. There we go. Cheers, all. Cheers, everybody. You'll be dancing away in that club tonight after that cocktail, says Team Carol Baskin. You're not wrong. Let's just have a little bit of this. I love that. The service is not this good in any of the bars I go to. This is excellent. Thank you very much, team. Left the empty one here, though, so honestly. So he's coming around to get it. Don't want to leave a mark on that furniture. It's not our flat. Yeah, absolutely incredible to be here. Huge thanks to Texas and to Rob, who have been nothing short of fantastic. Texas was messaging me saying, what time do you get into New York? Do you want to drop your bags at our apartment before you go off to the museum? So we did that. Literally couldn't have asked for more. Been absolutely superb. And yeah, just a huge thank you. So thank you very much, guys. It's meant an awful lot to us. Do you want a quick sneak peek? Go on, do you want a quick sneak peek? Look, they're over there. They're over there. Wave, everybody. Yeah! Told you it was a nice apartment, didn't I? Right, there we are. So I think we are probably almost just about ready to get going for the second half. Let me just check I didn't miss it. 2 hands, 2 drinks, quite right. E.L. James says, hello, Texas and Rob. Good. Not every day you get a shout out from a multi-international selling best author, is it? That's great. Those were probably all the right words, Erica. I didn't put them in the right order, by the way, but you know me. We still need to do a cocktail of our own at some point. Right, Chrissy says, been loving the recent rugby commentary, but thanks. That's like that other job I do some of the time. Good. Erica says, I have that problem too. 2 hands, 2 drinks needed. Yes, I'm sure. All right, shall we crack on with the second? It's good to be back in it. I'm almost enjoying myself too much. Let's crack on then with the second half of Nick's Pub Quiz live from New York. Applause. Yeah! So honestly, so spontaneous. So spontaneous. God, you just have to beat them with a stick. But other than that, they're really good. Okay, let us get going for the second half. Have you got your answer sheets back? I hope so. Good. Right, question number 16. Our lovely friend Jen, who's with us, was very keen for us to go to the Museum of Modern Art when we were coming to New York. So we did that, and you go up the floors, and this is nice modern art, last sort of 100 years, and then you start to get to the floors, and you're seeing your Pollocks and your Rousseau. I like Henry Rousseau, I found out, and the Dalis, and I mean, it's just unreal. So if you get the chance, come here and do that. We did. That's why question 16 is as follows. What is the name of the Salvador Dali painting with the melting watches? You've got some options. It is The Persistence of A, Memory, B, Time, or C, Weakness. So the name of the Salvador Dali painting, the amazing one with the melting watches, is called The Persistence of what? Is it A, Memory, B, Time, or C, Weakness? That's question 16 at the start of your second half of your live from New York Next Pub Quiz. Anne-Marie, lockdown was horrible, but one good thing is we still come together now to quiz. Thank you to Nick and his beautiful assistants. I couldn't agree more. And it is truly unbelievable and still humbling. I know I've said it a million times before, but it's still 140 of us have got together tonight. Imagine if we were in a bar. They wouldn't fit us all in. It's ridiculous. How magic. Stephanie, she's never going to let this go. Are the ceramics for sale?
Yes.
I love that. Someone not Texas and Mark says, yeah, get rid of them, yeah. Okay, that was question 16. Question 17. How many UK Prime Ministers have there been in 2022? Question 17. How many UK Prime Ministers have there been in 2022? Ads has just joined. I'm good, thank you, Ads. How are you? Indeed, 140 from every corner of the globe. That is the key point, isn't it, Gillian? We've got people joining from Chicago, from New Zealand, from Letchworth, London, Switzerland. Sorry, I've left it out. Good. How many answers in the chat of how many prime ministers? Too many. Yeah, exactly. What are they doing? It's a good job I've not been live doing this because you know my inability to get on my high horse about the occasional political. Oh God, really? Anyway, how many have there been in 2022? That was question 17. France, Sweden, yes. Sorry, I said I'd leave a lot out because there are a lot of you here from different places. Canada, yeah, good, it's happening. By the way, thanks again for all the birthday wishes. I didn't get the chance to properly do that. Team Two Amigos in Brussels tonight. There we go. You see, we're everywhere. Right, question 18. Who did Will Smith slap at the Oscars? Yeah. Good. Just checking I didn't miss them. Good. Very good. Lovely. Mrs. Johnson, you're talented at reading the autocue. It's the chat as it rolls in. I reckon it's improved my ability to read autocue. Not that I do that very much, but yes, Edmund, not Kanye West. Quite right. Although I sort of think that if you're going to be that sort of tosser and turn up and indict another tosser by appearing and going around for dinner and him not even much sure, it's sort of great because they're just all toss about together and we can ignore them. So I think that's good. That was question 18. Who did Will Smith slap at the Oscars? Question 19. Here we go. Ground, leaf and scarab are all types of which insect? Ground, leaf and scarab, spelt S-C-A-R-A-B, are all types of which insect? I found this on an online quiz. I haven't verified it, I'll be honest, but I trust it. I've got a little maraschino cherry. These are great in drinks. They're also excellent in Black Forest Gatto. Is that maraschino? You'll tell me. Probably not. No, Jen says no. What one is it? What one is it? Just cherry. Is it? I thought it was something more exciting. Oh. Team Carabaskin, just eat it. They're the best. Great. Cherry jokes. Yeah, okay. Good. That was question 19. Ground, leaf and scarab are all types of which insect? Question 20. What is the only thing that can produce the energy needed to kickstart the flux capacitor in Back to the Future in 1955? So that's question 20. What is the only thing that can produce the energy needed to kickstart the flux capacitor in Back to the Future in 1955? Luxardo cherries. Yeah, that's the brand, isn't it? Sorry. Making me salivate, wanting a slice of Black Forest Gatto. Hot, thanks. We've got some spelling bees coming up shortly, so if you are taking part on a phone or an iPad or a computer or something, consider doing these orally, writing them down somewhere else. Am I accepting 2 answers for 20? No, I don't think so. Not for the 1955 bit. Right? Because he's using something else in 1985, isn't he?
Oh.
Vicky and Rob, handy to be sitting with someone who's seen the Back to the Future musical recently.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Good. Is it sad I know the number of gigawatts required? No, because, yeah, we were there too. Although I love, Chris, your spelling of gigawatts, because I think it's like gigabits, like G-I-G-A. But I like J-I-G-O is also great, gigawatts. I might be wrong, maybe you're right. You might be. Birthday cake flavour, Stephanie, what? Black Forest Gatto is like chocolate with the cherries and the cream, isn't it? Is there an... All right, maybe I'm missing the question. Anyway. Right, spelling bees. Questions 21, 22 and 23. You have just got to spell these words correctly. One of them's slightly trickier than maybe the other two. But here we go. Question 21. Massachusetts. The American state. Massachusetts. Or massive juices, as my friend Vicky likes to say. Massachusetts is your spelling bee for 21. For 22, it will be the word colossal. And for 23, it'll be the word syndicate. So your spelling bee for 21, Massachusetts. For 22, colossal. And for 23, syndicate. Yes. All good? Good? We getting there? By the way, when I was looking back to sort of spread the word about this one, it was when I then saw that we did our quiz for the Tonga appeal. And just the stat, we've raised nearly £25,000 doing this. I mean, it's down to all of it. Oh! The warm-up man's woken up. It's down to all of you over the sort of couple of years we did this during lockdown. But that is an extraordinary and ridiculous amount of money. So yeah, I mean, that round of applause, truly worthy for everything that you guys have done. Absolutely mental. Did we do well? Yeah. So those are your spelling bees: 21 Massachusetts, 22 colossal, 23 syndicate, 24. This is a what happened next question. As penned by my beautiful assistant. And, well, we had to put this question in the second half because otherwise we'd have given you the answer to the question in the first half. So, what happens next? In Boston, massive juices, on December the 16th, 1773, an American political protest by the Sons of Liberty called the Boston Tea Party took place. What iconic event in American history happened next, spanning 1765 and 1791? So, do you want me to read that again? We'll be here till midnight. In Boston, Massachusetts, on December the 16th, 1773, the American protest, the Boston Tea Party, took place. What did it kick off? What was it the start of that then spanned from 1765 to 1791? Yeah. How do you like those apples? Huge. That's your own question.
Yeah, I got to break it up.
I love it. That table's about 4 meters away, but Texas is still sneaking around the table as if he's going to be caught on camera. Okay. Now, we've done many of these quizzes together, haven't we? We've done them through lockdown. We did them out of lockdown. We've done them at Christmas. We've done a lot. But sometimes I just feel like we're so close. I just want to get my dits out. So I'm going to get my dits out. Should we get our dits out together? I think we should. So it is Ditloid time. If you are unfamiliar with a Ditloid, then E.L. James really enjoys massive juices. That's not an expression I meant to say, but I look forward to that being snuck into a future tome. Yeah, where was I? It's completely thrown me. Yeah, Ditloids. We're going to do Ditloids. If you've not heard of Ditloids, then the clue could be something like 18H on a GC, which would be the answer 18 holes on a golf course. So I'm going to give you a couple of Ditloids, and you are going to try and guess what they are. Dits out for the people, says Edmund. I totally agree. So here are your Ditloids in varying complexity. So the first one, 660 S in a B 747. That's your first one. I've missed your dits, says Susan. I know. So 660 S in a B 747. Not too hard, I would hope. And the second one, 4Q in a G of B. So I'll give you that one again. 4Q in a G of B. And I'm going to offer you sport. Sport as a general clue for the second one. First one, I'm going to hope is going to... You're going to be all right.
Is that 26 or is that a double?
Sorry?
Is that 26 or is that a double question? A double...
That's all question 25.
Double 25.
All question 25. Polly's been wanting to get her dits out all day. Well, there you go. We now can do it together, Paul. Matthew says, third spelling bee, please. It was syndicate. Syndicate. And that was for question 23. So 21, Massachusetts. 22 was colossal. 23 was syndicate. Stephanie, favourite flavour of cake? Yes, Black Forest. Black Forest all day long. I hope we've got that. Nice and clear. The classy backdrop behind me is making me feel like we're going to have to do things a bit better back at NPQHQ. I mean, you know, lovely pottery, excellent plants. Just me and a dog cushion normally. Right. Oh, I'll put it on the Wicked Wednesday group. My gorgeous sister's Labrador Spike, who is on the cushion on the Nick's Pub quiz chair, is the hen filling in for the goose. Where were you, Erica? Where? My big wooden cock behind me. Where were you? Come on. Anyway, so we had Spike round at the flat the other day, and he ended up getting up on top of Tom on the chair with the cushion that's got him on it. And he basically pushed Tom off the chair, and then he was sitting around the cushion that he's on. It was this meta weird moment where he was on his cushion with him. There we are. Cheesy chicken or cheeky chicken? What? Nicole, you've lost me. Anyway, Ditloids. Oh, how are we getting on? Are we good? Meanwhile, I'm back at the quiz. Good. We thought we'd revisit a few classics for this one, and we hope these are going to work. Not entirely sure. Some of them might not, but that's half the fun, isn't it? We've gone for some of our finishers. Do you remember these? So these are basically the ones like which red Italian sports Ferrari, you know, like those ones where which supersonic plane Concorde, where you don't really need the rest of the question. Rusty says that CJ has her dits out and she's not got a top on either. That's what we call in the phrase the single entendre. Excellent. So we've got 3 of these finishers for you, which are basically the questions that you feel like you already know the answer to already. So, question 26. Which teenage activist... That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting there. Which teenage activist... Hopefully you're all right with that one. Although my beautiful assistant did start to suggest that maybe for future ones of these, we go with what my answer would be, even if there's conjecture, which is sort of basically what we're doing anyway. And then, because you know me well enough by now, you'll be like, oh, he'll be thinking that. All right, 27 of these ones. Question 27. Which music and arts festival... Which music and arts festival has he gone with an English answer, a transatlantic answer? Indeed. Left Coast Rollins. Indeed. And then 28. Which coffee house? Which coffee house? Question 28. Remember when we used to, when the whole Narnia thing kicked off and we just used to, you know, which famous, anyway. It sort of gets to the point now where if we do enough of these finishes, we could just do a whole Nick's Pub quiz one day try and get loads of new people. Everyone has to bring a friend, and then I'll just read 20 finishers. You can be like, oh, it's that. Oh, it's that. And people you're with will be like, well, these guys are amazing. It would be funny for me. What's happened here? These are called the interrupters. Yes, good. Yes. Finishers, we heard. That's what Eddie Jones calls the replacements in rugby. The fool. Right. Good with our interrupters? Thanks, James. It's good to have you here. Right. We now will conclude with, I know, the part of the quiz that you all love so much. Yes, we do have lyrics. Yes, we do indeed. So, I just want the song title of each of these. And maybe there's a little theme to where we are. So, 29. These are the lyrics. I want to know the song title. Artist will merely get you a pat on the back. But here we go. I don't drink coffee. I take tea, my dear. I like my toast done on one side. That's question 29. I went quite Buckinghamshire there. Side. I don't drink coffee. I drink tea. I take tea, my dear. I like my toast done on one side. Edmund. Eddie Jones likely to be sacked on Monday. Yeah, quite possibly. The fascinating bit for me is, which I couldn't sort of overly tweet about, but there's like sometimes the RFU to keep up good relations. It's a nice thing. They do a media drinks thing, and so members of the media go along, and everyone plays nice, and people have conversations that no one reports about, and that's it. And that was meant to happen next week or this week, and they had to send out a note and go, that might not be happening. It was like, well, I wonder why that is. Anyway, shh, don't tell anyone I've told you that, will you? But yeah. Good. Team Carol Baskin have turned the lyric one into an interrupter, saying I called it even before he'd started the lyrics on that one. Good. Well done. And then question 30 after the lyric for 29. Question 30. Take me on a trip. I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York. I'd love to see LA. Song title for that one, please. For question 30. Take me on a trip. I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York. I'd love to see LA. So your two lyrics. 29. I don't drink coffee. I take tea, my dear. I like my toast done on one side. And then 30. Take me on a trip. I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York. I'd love to see LA. Jen's been singing that lyric round and round. Not quite got there yet. I can never remember the name of this song, which is, I've made it a question just to challenge all of you lot, but yeah. I probably would get there eventually, but it just takes me ages to do it round and round and round. Hi Aussies, AD, and thanks for the birthday wishes. It'll already be my birthday over there, won't it? As Gillian said, yeah, about Tomorrowland. We might celebrate my birthday when it turns midnight here in New York, because why not? I think, are we good? Are we sort of there? I think those are the... Oh, just on the rugby. That was a great win for Munster against South Africa. Andrew and myself were at it. Very good. There's been some great rugby over the course of November, and what's been amazing is that everyone over this year has beaten each other. It's going to be a bonkers Six Nations and then a bonkers World Cup, because about 5 or 6, 7 teams are capable of beating each other. But have Ireland peaks too soon? Who knows? Bit of rugby chat for you there. I know you love it. Everyone else is like, does he have to? All right, that's your questions for your next pub quiz. You have to encourage them sometimes. Yes, there we are. All right, how have you done, do you think? Swap those answers. and we'll see how we're looking. See, the music, says Texas. Okay, we will pick up then at question number 16. Are you ready to go through those answers? Have you had a second to look over them and fill in any blanks? Hopefully not too difficult this time round. So, question 16, we were looking at, oh, James says the lyrics have they? I thought you'd be all over that. Okay, there you go, that's what it does. Question 16, the name of the Salvador Dali painting was option A, The Persistence of Memory. Persistence of Memory was 16. Question 17, how many UK Prime Ministers have there been in 2022? 3. Sunak, Truss and Johnson, but 3 was the answer you wanted there for question 17. Who knows if there'll be another one by Christmas. Question 18, who did Will Smith slap at the Oscars? It was Chris Rock. Chris Rock, the answer there to question 18. Question 19, ground, leaf and scarab are all types of which insect? Beetle. Beetle is the answer there. Well done if you got that. Question 20. What is the only thing that can produce the energy needed to kickstart the flux capacitor in the Back to the Future in the 1955? A bolt of lightning. Bolt of lightning is the answer we wanted there for question 20. Now, spelling bee time. Listen up, everybody. We shall go through this painstakingly in detail. So, 21. Massachusetts. M-A-S-S for sugar. M-A-S-S, A-C-H-U, 1-S, E-T-T-S. So we'll go through that one more time. M-A-S-S, A-C-H-U, 1-S, E-T-T-S. Good. Second one, colossal. Again, it's all the singles and the doubles, isn't it? So it's C-O-L, 1-L, O-S-S-A-L. So C-O-L-O-S-S-A-L. And then the third one, 23, syndicate, S-Y-N-D-I-C-A-T-E. Yeah, I think if I was doing this, Susan, I would have done a double S on the second part of Massachusetts. But yeah, Massachusetts Colossal Syndicate then. Hopefully you all got those. Yeah, Stephanie's putting the correct spellings in there as well, as is my beautiful assistant. The double S's, yeah, that's done a lot of you. It would have done me too. Very good. Nice choices from a beautiful assistant over there. Very good, Tommy. All right, what happened next? Well, after the Boston Tea Party, basically kicked off the American Revolution. So that's the answer you wanted there, the American Revolution. Got me double I's the wrong way, says Jenny. That's not related. Double L's, I'm assuming you meant. That's not related to the American Revolution. Good. Right, Ditloyd's time. 660S in a B747, Boeing 747, 660 seats, according to Google. Anyway, that's what we found. So 660 seats in a Boeing 747. That was the first one. And then the second one, I gave you sport as a general term. 4Q in a G of B, hopefully not too difficult. 4 quarters in a game of basketball. 4 quarters in a game of basketball. Wouldn't surprise me if there are similar versions of sports that some of you are going to come at me with, but let's see how we go with those. On to the finishers, 26. If you've got any excellent, by the way, Ditloyd alternatives, I'm always keen for those. 26 finishers. Which teenage activist? Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg, the answer to question 26. 27. Which music and arts festival? We went with Glastonbury, because we got tickets and we're smug as hell about it. Because that's what you are when you get tickets to Glastonbury. I went for the first time in 2007. I've not been back. And this time we're going next year. Elton John's headlining, apparently. So that's cool. If any of you have seen the clip from whatever he did, was it a Jubilee-ish thing or something a couple of years ago? And he's singing, it's like, it's absolutely hilarious, like Vic Reeves club style. I'm sort of not bothered, but you should enjoy Elton John as well. E.L. James, we went this year, so good. Yeah, good. Well, are you going next year? Will we see you there? Edmund's got Peter Kay tickets. Good. Should have been XSSW, Mitzi says. Have we got any North Americans saying XSSW should be? Right, okay. So that should have been the answer there. Okay, good. Well, if you put that, have a point. Yeah, why not? Saw Elton in Hyde Park and he was brilliant, much better than that clip. Okay, Sherry Coleman will turn 20 in January, not a teenager soon. Yeah, we wrote child to begin with and then realised that she's 19. So we changed the words. Burning Man, yeah, okay. All right, you're now all shouting about Coachella and everything else. Anyway, the answer I wanted was Glastonbury, but give yourself a point and it's fine. It's Christmas. 28, which coffee house? Starbucks. I regret saying, because as we all know, their coffee's awful. But Starbucks is the answer. And speaking of coffee, I don't drink coffee, I take tea, my dear. Do you know, I've heard this song a million times, and I've got to take issue with this. The song is Englishman in New York. Englishman in New York by Sting. I like my toast done on one side? What sort of weirdo? What, so it's all squashy sweaty on one side, but the other side's nice and... This is... Sting needs to... I don't understand it. Do you like your coffee? Your coffee done on one side? Your toast done on one side? This... Get out. Not in my house. Anyway, question 30. Take me on a trip I'd like to go someday. Take me... Not the best version. I love TLA. It's American Boy by Estelle. American Boy is the answer. Claire, the toast thing though? Yeah, good. There's a few of us with it. Central Perk. Lots of people going Central Perk because of mentioning coffee. Of course, we're going to go and hang out with Ross and Rachel and everybody there. And in Northern Ireland, it's called Sammy Toast. Is there a reference there? Anyway, so American Boy was the song title. Estelle was the artist. If you got that, give yourself a pat on the back, but it was just the title that we were after. How have you done? That is the end, I'm very sad to say, of our Live from New York Next Pub Quiz! 14's on the board already from E.L. James out of 15. I'm after your full scores now, team. So come on, that's what we want at this point. The Swedes managed 11 and a bit, must be psyche. Newton's Road is 27, Artificial Intelligence with 13. Team Carol Baskin 25. Sherry 13, Froome Boy. So we've got some second half scores and some overall scores. You lot have forgotten what to do here at this point as well, which is great. Nicole, the 26 out of 30. Mitzi, I love you guys too, bless you. Robert Vicky, whoop. That's usually our benchmark for a 40-pointer quiz, a 30, that'll do. 22 for Andy and Becky, just 12 for Norfolk and Chance. We just made it for the second half, good. 30 for Team Griffiths and Richardson. Chrissy Hart with a 28. Geraint John Williams of North Wales, 31. Good, that's a lovely full title. 32 for Polly Penta, 28 for Black Swan, 11 for Ross. The O'Gradiators, 31. 31, highest score for the Nashville Rians. Very good. Mitzi, cheers, Merry Christmas. We'll be back just before Christmas, don't forget. 25, Let's Get Quizzical. 29 here from Team Hell's Kitchen. Give them a cheer, everybody. Woo! There they are, excellent. And 14 again from Cottage Core, so that'll be a nice 28. Mark Harris, what's our name again, with 27. Sherry with a 28. Susan with 19 out of 30. Not bad, that'll do. You were here, that's the main thing. JK, Team JK with a 27. Chris Catchpole, 25. Not bad just for me, quite right too. Gillian with a 32 on your own. Gillian, everybody. There we go. Very good. A bang average, 26 from the Sinclairs. Simon with 24. Black Swan, thank you, Nick, and thank you, Texas. Quite right, too. 28 from Maria, not bad, as half our team was missing. Good. Thank you for the quiz. You're very welcome. Have a Merry Christmas. Good. We went to a bar last night in Brooklyn called Good Judy. It's an LGBT bar. There wasn't a single image of Judy Garland. How disappointed was I? Friend of Dorothy and everything. But there we are. Peter says, thank you, Nick and crew. Brilliant fun as always. 2019 Rainbow Nottingham. This about rounds off our fun, but I can tell you with absolute relish that we will be back doing this on the 23rd of December. We will have a lot of fun. E.L. James, thank you, Nick. Lovely to see you. Have fun stateside. Happy birthday again for tomorrow. Thank you so much. That is hugely appreciated. And from all of you, it's been amazing to be back. It's so ridiculous and gorgeous. I should stop calling it ridiculous because we just all like doing this thing and we like hanging out and checking in on each other, and we built this community and we should take a pride in it. So hopefully you do. I do. It's been brilliant to do. It's been amazing to have our live crew here. Woo! There they are. They just do that every time we point the camera. Ready? Watch. Woo! See, it's hilarious. I'm going to just keep doing that all night and seeing if it happens. Yeah, once again, an enormous thanks to Rob and to Texas for hosting us. Couldn't have done this without them. And yeah, look after yourselves. Don't eat and drink too much over Christmas. Do. That's what it's for. And we will see you on Friday the 23rd. We will be at the Outlaws. Maybe there'll be a roaring fire or some hounds or something. But we will look forward to doing that. In the meantime, look after yourselves and each other. And yeah, this has been a lot of fun, and we will see you again very soon. Cheers all! It's no less strong, let me tell you that much.